Okay, all set to go. Now the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. Right side, hard hit. In time to Vaughn. One up, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. That misses, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Out to center, Taylor. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So digging in, David Ortiz. There's a strike. And that skips in the dirt. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Benintendi ranging back. And it hits the fence. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a
Ralph.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next is the designated hitter, Ralph Kiner.
Number 71.
Outside low. And that is ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Brings it in, and that's the third. We go to the bottom of the first, and now here is Brooks Baldwin. Swings through that.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's the first out. And now Michael A. Taylor. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
One down, base is empty. And takes low for ball 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, the second baseman.
Here's Sosa to the plate.
Sosa.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1's the count.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. High fly ball, shallow right field. Stowers. And that is the inning. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Frazier Eller.
For the White Sox, number
and that
55.
one fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2.
Going to count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So now Turner into that right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And now Kyle Stowers. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Eller, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
In the air, out towards left center. And Benintendi able to make. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now it's the DH, Luis Robert Jr. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Hot shot to 3rd. And quickly 1 away in the 2nd.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Andrew Benintendi in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. Mike Tauchman stands in now and watches strike 1. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strike. So they turn to their closer, Steven Wilson.
Number 36, Steven Wilson.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ted Simmons. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to him.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at 2nd, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Carroll gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. In time to Vaughn. And he's out. Runner stays put at 3rd. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. Swing and a drive deep right field. That's back. Booyah! He muscles that one out of here. And they lead it. It's 2-0. So 2 down. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Doubled his first time.
Gilbert.
Foul ball. That one ripped. Taylor makes makes the catch, inning over. So coming into the game now on defense, Josh Gibson. He takes over behind the plate.
Gibson.
Andrew Vaughn leading things off and takes a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Tying run at the plate. Down the line, and it's foul. And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And the righty deals. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Lucas Erce comes on trying to close it out.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Now the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Swung on, belted. Taylor, long run. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
He was all over that one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Line drive, caught.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Smoked on the ground a second. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Taylor under it. And that's the third out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Michael A. Taylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Lenny Sosa in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a foul ball. Swings and misses. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Cam Boozer.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one is absolutely belted. Benintendi going back. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Relay throw. He's in there.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Justin Turner. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
In the air, left field, down the line. It's going to fall for a hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Benintendi makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now it's going to be Ted Simmons. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a base hit. Benintendi hustles to get it in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Sosa over to second, over to first, safe. So up next, Matthew Lugo led off this game with a double. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
That one lifted to left. Base hit. 1 run is in. The second run scores, and they lead by 3.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel.
Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch. Here on the south side, bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a ground ball. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Andrew Benintendi batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike. And they'll do it again. Off the mark there. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Mike Talk. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Lucas Erceg. He's into the game with the bases empty. Erceg, 29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a miss. David Ortiz now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Number 40, Tyler Gilbert.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. In time, Devon. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
The batter, number 9.
Ralph Kiner digs in now.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
All over that one right there. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 100.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really.
Runner takes off for 3rd. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Adios, pelota. And they add to their lead. It's 6-0.
Now pitching,
Jordan Leisure on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Ted Simmons, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On a pinch run, Pete Crow Armstrong. Runner takes off. Throw to second, and great jump. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. 2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that one pulled foul. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner in from 3rd to extend their lead. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Sosa whips it to first. That'll end. Josh Gibson, the new catcher now.
Number 20.
Andrew Vaughn now.
Josh Gibson.
Had a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Edgar Caro, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and they're down to their last out. Josh Rojas stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering upstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike. This could end it. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. And that is the ball game. This one ends 7-0 for Chris. Ready to go now. Digging in, Matthew Lugo. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. That one hammered center field. Crow Armstrong ranges back. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. And a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls it in on the run. 1 down. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Handles, throws to first, and there are 2 down. That one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that is back here at the friendly confines. And here is Nico Horner. Right side, Stowers. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Got him looking. 2 gone now. Kyle Tucker now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching for the Chicago
Welcome back,
Cubs,
and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the
45.
second. Drew Pomeranz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Here's JT at the dish.
Oh, yeah.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Out to short. Turner is out.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Line drive, and this might be trouble. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead. Now around second, going for third. And he's got an RBI triple.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
1 down, runner at third. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Rips one to right. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they're up by 3. Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one ripped right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Wastes no time there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
The batter now, Matthew Lugo.
field ball.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds.
1-2.
Count goes to 1-2. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Jazz, and he scores. And it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground to third. Turner. They get the force. Here at Wrigley Field. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Just missed.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog.
1-0.
Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
1-2 is the count.
Up the middle, Chisholm. Tosses to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Busch goes 6'1", 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Zips it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And first offering is fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him
3 up, 3 down.
Pitching for the Chicago
On the north
Cubs,
side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Boom. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-0. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ralph Kiner. 0 for 1 so far. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Boom. He'll touch them all. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. And they add a run. It's 6-0. Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Presley.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that.
That one ripped. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A 3-run homer. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they boost their lead. It's 9-0. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Outside low. 1-0. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
That's a ball.
Lugo up for the third time and takes ball one.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Rug, you remember your sprint speed?
I mean, probably not quite that. I mean, I think in a base hit center field. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. 2 down. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. Outside with a breaking ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
On the ground. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Man at first with one gone. And the batter will be Justin Turner. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 2. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense.
Here's the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And that's how this game gets started. Chases that one upstairs.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Right side, Rojas. Throws to first in time. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Fouled off left side.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't.
Now this one stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw in there safely.
Batting third, the first
now at the plate, David
34,
Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
There's your strike.
0-1's the count.
Well done. Drives in the run. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now a chance for Ralph Kiner. In there at the knees, strike one.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with
Muncy, one at second. On to Freeman, double play. Bottom of the first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And a strike in there. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Teoscar Hernandez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Tanner Scott.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Hernandez makes the play, and there's 1 away. Turner climbs in on that right side. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike one. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Foul ball, still 0-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He'll score. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And bottom of the second. The batter now will be Will Smith. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Freddie Freeman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Freeman hits it in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. New pitcher now, Josh Hader.
Josh Hader.
Betts, 32 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Check swing, called strike. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The rare K for Mookie. The left-hander on now, Anthony Banda.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
De La Cruz stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Edmonds sprinting for this one. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And a quick out, number 1. So up next, David Ortiz. RBI single his last time up. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1 out, bases empty. Swings through that one.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
In the air, left side. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ralph Kiner digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
2 outs. Runner on the move. Out towards left center. Hernandez sizes this one up and makes the grab. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the 3rd baseman, Max Muncy.
0-1.
A changeup missing, and a count even 1-1. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Miguel Rojas at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball slider combo that is so impressive. Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Michael Conforto in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Ground ball, and this should do it. And that'll do it. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding. All right, ready to go here. And now it's going to be Matthew Lugo. That's hard hit on the line. Ward right there to make the grab. 1 away. Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. He's fast.
Faster than me?
Oh, you're over 50, Chris, so yeah. And ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Tap foul at the plate. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Now a bullet to second base. But Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Right through there for a strike. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And the count is 0-2. And that's in the dirt. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. 0-1 down. In there at the knees for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Mike Trout. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Comes up empty.
2. No ball. 2 strikes.
Softly hit to third, and that's just foul. And the pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Now here is Zach Neto. Here's a high chopper. De La Cruz. And that is that. Back here at Angel Stadium, now it's the DH, Ralph Kiner. Silsa back to work. Fouled off down the right side. And a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball. One out in the second.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. And we're starting over. It's 1-1. Hector Neris on the pitch out of the pen here. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Justin Turner getting ready to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first, third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
And he chases a high fastball there.
0-2.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So here's Darnell with 1 out. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Corey Kluber. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sink.
Snuck the fastball by him. Here comes Yoan Moncada. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Moncada, 29 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And there's a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. Angels retired.
Pitching for the
Back
Angels.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
74.
Kenley Jansen.
Kenley Jansen.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. 0 for 1 so far. Ripped to third, but handled. Pinch hitter coming on, Jorge Soler. He represents the winning run.
Soler.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he's
got him. And one away. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fly ball down the line. Stowers drops into the glove. 2 down. Now Luis Rengifo. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Trying to send this to extra innings.
Strike 2. 0-2.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Tosses across the first. So a change being made out at second. And here's the pinch runner, Pete Crow Armstrong. Back in Anaheim, start of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. Here's the pitch, runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to third, save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. The 1-0. To the right side. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. No outs. Runner at first. David Ortiz will hit next. He's 0 for 1. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. De La Cruz leads off second with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ralph Kiner. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Slides, but it gets by him. In comes some insurance as the runner scores from third. Throws to second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
This is Corbin Carroll. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, the runner at second, and here in extra innings. Way
1 ball, 2
inside.
strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Fought off foul. Ripped on a line. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Loke.
Now pitching. Lucas.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And that's through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. 1 out. Trout in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the tying run at the plate. And the whole team trying to pull it out. Swings and misses, struck him out. Angels with only one out left. Neto in the box now, takes strike one. Ersing is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, it was a tough day at the plate for the hitters.
Ready to go, and here is Matthew Lugo. On the ground to short, Neto. On to first, one out in the top of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
Gets him to chase after that one.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because
that one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Trout hustles it back in. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. One out. Runner at second. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. He's trying for third. Pitches low. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Fouled off. He was late. De La Cruz stands at third with one gone in the inning. On the ground to first. Play at the plate. Got it. Ralph Kiner digs in now. Hard hit left side. They take the force out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings through that one for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone, bottom half of the first. Luis Rengifo in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one catches the zone. That's strike two. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And now batting Mike Trout. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 outs, base is empty.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got it. Top of the second. This is Corbin Carroll.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 54, Hector Neris.
Line drive. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Move to second. Carroll dives back in safely.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that
runner breaks for third. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. This to third. And it stays fair. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. A 2-run homer. It's 3-0.
Now pitching for
Brock
the Angels,
Burke gets the call from the pen.
number 46.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 4-0. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. He shoots one out to right. It's 5-0. So digging in, Matthew Lugo. Grounded out his first time. Swing, and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Ward makes the grab, 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though.
So up next, Ellie De La Cruz. Doubled his first time up.
Reed Detmers.
On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. And there are 2 outs. So 2 down now. And here is David Ortiz. Now a bullet to second base. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. There's a strike.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jazz tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
This one in the air. Ortiz. And he makes the catch.
Now pitching for the Angels.
And we're back on to the third inning.
Number
And now the
75.
DH, Ralph Kiner.
Connor Brogdon.
Well struck left field. Going back on this one. Up against the wall and brings it in. And now Corbin Carroll doubled in his first AB. Foul ball there. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. Out towards right center field. Trout on his horse. Snags it for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Turner now. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. To third. Moncada. Throws across the diamond. Back here at Angel Stadium. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. In the air to left center, Lugo. And there's one down. Here's Joe Adele. And that drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss. Now only one out
Batter number
remaining.
9. Shortstop, Zach
Neto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike. Arrieta is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. All right, ready to get underway. Now the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. Way out front for strike two.
0-2.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. On the ground to third. To first. One up, one down. And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. Sneaks through, base hit. Throws it away. But a great backup there, and no one will move up. One gone, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one finds its way through. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now Ralph Kiner. High fly ball, right field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 away now. This is Corbin Carroll. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Slings to first. Third out. Back in the Bronx, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball one there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Stowers makes the grab. 2 down. Here comes Aaron Judge. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Zips it to first. Judge out.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
On the ground to third. Now a jump throw. And very nicely done for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
To the right side, and it goes just foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Base is empty with 2 away. And now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Throws it away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach.
Runner on the go. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Bellinger makes the play. Bottom of the inning. Paul Goldschmidt now. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
There's the strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Now pitching, Josh Hader.
Drilled out towards left center field. Carroll going back. That one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 2-1. Brian De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Breaking ball in there. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
On the ground to third. Base hit and a run comes in.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now Ralph Kiner. And first offering is fouled off. Ortiz aboard here at first with nobody out. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Goldie makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now pitching,
Corbin, Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now it's Justin Turner. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. All muscle to center field. It's 5-1.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Went down on strikes his first time through. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. And in there with a double off the wall.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Stepping in, Ted Simmons. And a base hit right there. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5. 2 outs, runner at first. And now Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Runner takes off. Up the middle. And they're happy to just get off the field. Back now in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss at a slider. Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically, his fastball is labeled as a sinker. DJ LeMahieu, batting with one down, takes a strike. And Hader's been one of the best strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Carroll makes the grab. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. And here comes Bellinger. And there's the strike. 2 outs, base is empty. They're down to their final strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now one miss.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. De La Cruz settles underneath it, hauls it in, and that's the ball game. 6-1 is your final here today. For Chris. Here's the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. A sliding stop at short. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. And a foul ball. Senga, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan.
Batting third, the first
One
baseman,
down.
number 34,
Now it's going to be David Ortiz. There goes Ellie. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunity.
Runner goes again. And that one gets away at the plate. De La Cruz up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there.
And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So now the DH spot, Ralph Kiner. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that one fouled off. And now the 0-1. And that one ripped into right. Down the line, and it's foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just
into center. And it falls. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Kiner off of first with 2 away. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
This one in the air, right field. Soto pulls it down. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Just missed.
That's down.
That's in there. 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Left field. And there's one away. And now it's Frankie Lindor. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ripped into right center, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swing and a miss. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Daniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
In the air out towards right center. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. At the plate, Kyle Stowers. Check swing. He went. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Next to hit, Ted Simmons. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Series sizing it up. He's got it. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground out to short. And quickly one away in the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Francisco Alvarez at the plate and takes high there. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Yohan Duran.
Yohan Duran.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Pulls up and it drops for a hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little...
In the dirt, on to second, and he throws it away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Alvarez at second with 2 down. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. Tyrone Taylor into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center. Back to the top of the order now. Now the left fielder, Matthew Lugo. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Misses the sweeper.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Oh, 0-2 now. And he dodges that fastball. On the ground right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. There's a strike.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1-1.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. David Ortiz now at the plate. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jeff McNeil. Duran back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gloves it on the dive to first, but it pulls him off the bag. No outs. Runner at first. And next for the Mets, Lucas Erceg on to try and close it out. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Just missed. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. That is strike two.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike three looking. That pitch was humming in at 102. Lindor in the box now. Takes strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one is upstairs. On the ground, a second, might be two. Good feed. That's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
These 3-inning games often come down to who scores first.